The Earth, a perfect simulation based on time. It shifts and turns and has constant pattern. It rotates around the sun, the solar system, and the galaxy. While we all live our lives, it can be easy to take it all for granted. The Earth's environment is all relational. The ecosystems are in complex pattern, with the dependency it has with all its counterparts. Even lightning plays a role in the fertilization of the soil and its disbursement of ozone. The magnetosphere protects from solar winds, and we get a residual aurora to admire. With the plants and mammals' dependency on one another, begs to understand such a complexity. In the secular world today, the Maya and Nostradamus are in the mainstream when attempting to analyze or rationalize an end-time scenario. The Bible is passively referenced when depicting the end times by the History Channel or mainstream media, perhaps for the lack of understanding of the Bible or stigma associated with it. Although it is not unheard of to assume the biblical creator Yahweh would use extra biblical sources to send a message, such as Nostradamus. You will see examples of that in the Bible with Pharaoh in Genesis and King Nebuchadnezzar's prophetic dreams. You will also see uncanny similarities between people in history with characters of the Bible. This is an example of Joseph and his relation to Egypt's second in command, Imhotep, in the 3rd or 4th dynasty. There are many things to look at in the Bible and feel that it is vital to understand the end times so that you will not be sound asleep at Jesus' second coming. So whether you believe in God or not, listen closely and you will be able to piece more of the puzzle pieces together.
Who has believed our message? And to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by others, a man of suffering and familiar with pain. Like one from whom people hide their faces, he was despised, and we held him in low esteem. Surely, he took up our pain and bore our suffering. Yet we considered him punished by God, stricken by him and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. Yet who of his generation protested? For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people he was punished.
A 700-year-old prophecy, and there's no doubt that Isaiah 53 is a description of Jesus the Messiah. Some people will have a presupposed bias and refuse to see the implications of this scripture. 700 years prior to the life of Jesus, and you will see the work that God was doing in the life of Isaiah. Now continue to listen to the other servants of God and see what He indeed uses His people as the mouthpiece to reach the world.
The Lord declares to you that the Lord Himself will establish a house for you. When your days are over and you rest with your ancestors, I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, who will come from your own body, and I will establish His kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of His kingdom forever. I will be His father, and He will be my son. When he does wrong, I will punish him with a rod wielded by human beings, with floggings inflicted by human hands. But my love will never be taken away from him, as I took it away from Saul, whom I removed from before you. Your house and your kingdom will endure forever before me. Your throne will be established forever.